From Kali Uchis, Sincerely. It's been a while since I've talked about Kali Uchis outside of Billboard Breakdown, going back to 2018's Isolation, and yeah, that's somewhat intentional on my part. Her blend of alternative R&B and vintage Latin pop has been intriguing, occasionally beautiful, but she can also fall into a languid mid-tempo where the hooks and writing don't really stick for me. I completely understand the appeal, it just rarely connects as strongly as I would like, which has left me on the outside looking in for her past, oh my god, 3 albums. But this has been getting a ton of critical acclaim. I wanted to hear it, give her a proper chance, and thus I hate to disappoint by saying that I still just think it's pretty good, not exactly more. The production has certainly gotten better. Fewer awkward synth choices, more lush, warm, string-accented textures to saturate the humid mix and supple grooves, complementing her striking voice very effectively, even if I'm not always wowed by some of the vocal runs. It's impressive, but her lilting breathiness isn't sticking the intensity, and I want to be a little bit more charitable to her writing. I've usually found her lyrics frustratingly capricious, with this imperious air to justify all the messiness and hot-headed melodrama where self-awareness can only cut it for so long, but you get more glimpses behind the curtain here. It feels more personal. As a fiercely protective new mother and having lost her own mother, acutely aware of newfound responsibilities, her own reckless side and struggle controlling her emotions amidst a world prioritizing image, that's got some tangible pathos, alongside the baseline appeal if you want to luxuriate in a certain glamorous mess. I've compared her to Jhené Aiko in the past, but the more throwbacks to vintage baroque pop, the better parallel might be Lana Del Rey. But at least Kali Uchis understands groove and she is a better singer. But the longer I try to sink into this indulgent glamour, the more I notice how this is just playing to a well-established mid-tempo formula, where on a compositional level, the melodic hooks and lyricism just don't stick out that much. There are plenty of beautiful songs, as I expect. Heaven Is a Home is achingly opulent, the Tame Impala-esque reverb pattern of This Just Us has a terrific groove, the sprawling Leon Michaels-produced Angels All Around nailed its groove transitions, and the flow into the chimes and choral backdrop of Breeze is just heavenly, and I even found the vintage doo-wop throwback All I Can Say had a ton of charm, which I did not expect at all. But as a whole, again, very much aware it's not for me. It'll likely click strongly with a more female audience in the content, but I do hear quality. It's a pretty easy and relaxing listen. Yeah, worth a shot.